good people, and welcome to Lifecodes254. And today, yes, as you can see, we are in a totally different location. And of course, my name is Annette White. I am joined by a lot and many beautiful people, if that is English. But let's start with my co-host, Mr. Harry.
Hi, good people. It's nice to be here on set. We do it different this time, and I'm Harry Rito.
So, Harry,
Yes,
of course, this is a different setup.
yes,
And it was brought forth by an event that we did,
yes,
and we are here to discuss how to be dateable.
yes,
In this day and age, there's a lot of disconnect,
yes,
with dating, marriage, and just the relationships that we are having.
yeah,
And so we have beautiful human beings who are willing to just join into the conversation, and let's share and learn and grow.
cool,
And
cool.
so how to be dateable.
Yeah, yeah. The dating scene has been quite battered in the past few years, if I may say, and we find ourselves in a position where there are very few working relationships, and that's gotta change if our society is to be on a better stead. And that's why we want to have a broad perspective from different people. Beside me here with Samantha. Beside me here we have the lovely Wanjiko and Jiko in the building representing. I know, huh?
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Wanjiko, why do you think this dating scene has really shifted, and why do you think it's been really hectic for relationships to work?
I think we're living in a different age. The information age has made it easy for people to have opinions on other people's relationships, and it affects how we ourselves act in relationships, because you have so much to compare and so much to, you're trying to be like other people, or rather, there's so much you see that affects your brain. My teacher used to say, you are what you read.
Yeah.
So
we
we
are
are
consuming,
also
we are consuming
Yes.
a lot of content.
we're consuming
That
a lot
is
of content.
influencing how we are relating.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and weird to think that the information age should have come to be to our advantage. Like we'd be using it to beacon better ways of having formidable friendships that form great bonds. But clearly, it's not working. I don't know. Mutwiri, what are some of the things that you think chicks are not doing? Why are chicks lacking on the job and making this whole dating scene not workable? Is it chicks? Is it dudes? Is it us who have the leisure the radar, or is it chicks? You know?
Karibu sana, karibu. Yes, welcome.
Welcome.
I used
welcome.
to mpigie makofi.
There's an old saying, you attract who
Who you are.
Yes.
so I think we need to organize ourselves
Uh-huh.
so that you get exactly
Wisdom.
yeah.
Where
You
you elevate,
attract who you are.
you
are
elevate
right.
yourself.
So if you are a bad person, you attract bad people.
Clearly,
Toxic people,
Yeah.
toxic people.
it's called the mirror effect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have transition.
Drops mic. No, Samantha. Or do you
An
think?
opinion, no.
You're
attacking him. Opinion.
That's his opinion.
Samantha looks like she thinks it's the dudes who are slacking on the job.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh,
my
yes.
God.
Why though?
Tell us. Yeah, what's your
Day and age,
Uh-huh.
the dude wants to come to my house.
Uh-huh.
He wants to drive my car.
Uh-huh.
He wants to eat my food.
Uh-huh.
As in, what happened to Akinaguka's generation? When the man was the man, he felt the presence.
Oh.
Mwanaume I mean, it's not a spoken song.
Yes.
So when the guy
Yes,
checks
yes,
in,
yes.
I mean, like back in the day, we knew the guy was the provider,
Yeah.
protector, and everything. Nowadays, it's reverse roles. Like, we also put on parts in the relationship.
Uh-huh. Clearly, he allows you to once in a while.
Oh, by the way, this is courtesy of Life Code 254.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally I feel like boy child has now just become boy child, and I don't know.
They've relaxed.
Yeah. There's no. I don't know how they'll come back or they'll go back.
Is it possible that career opportunities also changed? Because back in the day when men were providers, protectors, and pleasurers, the women were not allowed to work.
Yes.
So at some point, women started working.
Yes.
So now nobody knows how to share. It's becoming a weird society in that I know I'm supposed to pay rent, and you yourself, you're not earning as much as I am. But now you're having trouble becoming a man because I am also providing for you. I don't know. I think,
But my strength should not diminish your ability to be the man in the house.
But she makes a good sense in that we had defined roles where the man was a provider and the woman or the lady was the one taking care of the household and everything around that. So the house management would be her. But now with the evolving world, you find that we are doing the same course. The same course that the dude is doing is the same course that the chick is doing. As we said in the other episode, and if you can remember, you'll find that the lady is in the KDF and the man is a chef at Panari. And they are in the same marriage. So who's wearing the pants?
But
So,
let's take it back to
yes.
why did the woman have the feeling or the need
Yes.
to actually now say, you know what, I'm not going to stay at home, I'm going to work. What was that thing that pushed her out of the house?
Gender equality.
No,
You fought for it.
it was
Yeah, you
the
fought for
dudes.
it.
It was the man
Gender
not
equality.
stepping up.
the dudes
It
only
was the
dropped
man
ball.
not stepping up until the woman saw, if I stay here, our children will go hungry. So this man is not doing what he's supposed to do. Let me go out there and find something for my
Yes. Yes.
Fine. A man is supposed to be
Yes.
to feel protected.
Yes.
Hii economy nayo. You're not huko kitambo when you are growing up, like things were easy.
Yes.
Lakini saa hii taxes nini amefanya kenye amekuwa akifanya at this point.
Yes.
He's doing what he's doing. But it is not enough right now. It's not enough. So as a woman, what do you do? Anafanya kenye anafanya. So you also keep it. So we don't need to play the man on the back.
Yes.
At this point, according to the relationship that you have with whatever so but I think women were willing to chip in for this career. But now the man decided, you know what, you're not just chipping in now, just carry the whole burden. And the whole burden includes paying the bills when he's down, and also
You have an agenda
taking care of the
against
kids. And
No,
taking care
I
of
don't
the
think
kids.
she's telling the truth.
No.
Yeah, this is what
because I
is
support
happening.
what she said. As in, sometimes you try, as a man, you try, you don't get to make those ends meet. You need her to help you.
But let me tell you what happens when you need her to help you out.
Yeah.
There's somewhere an unwritten rule in biology somewhere in our genes.
Yes.
Ukitoa tu hivi pesa upatie mwanaume ama uko na mwanaume kwa nyumba alafu you have to do things by yourself.
Yes.
Kuna tu kitu anga inashuka.
Yes.
You're no longer looking at this man like a man. It becomes a different kind of person because it is biology. You were not supposed to look after yourself. He was supposed to look after you. So unakuwa a little turned off, just a little bit. Even when it's unspoken too, it just happens naturally. You know? I think so.
And
even the man fear, even the man anaona kama umemdimi, even him, his confidence kind of shies away when he has to rely on a woman to come through.
I agree.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it depends on your relationship with the man.
Exactly.
Depends on
But you see,
what have you agreed. Can I help you out? When can I?
Yes.
but you see, I can say the only issue in the society right now
Yes.
is because most women right now are becoming so much feminine. You see, and that's what is bringing it into that section whereby women feel like men are not doing anything, and men feel like women, they want to dominate them. See, so the problem is where you get men are the way the society and the generation and everything has changed. Women right now, most of them want to step up. They have that
Masculine.
Exactly. You see,
Let's take up the masculine role.
yeah, you see. So most men are like, okay, women want to do the same thing, but the generation right now of men, they're like, okay, if you wanna just do your own stuff. For me, I understand who I am, and I'll do my own stuff.
Yes.
And the same thing, women are just doing the same.
Yes.
The same thing.
Yeah.
So that brings that one brings some sort of misunderstanding into the both sides.
So what is
How hard is it? How hard is it for us to maintain our feminine and masculine identities of who we are still, but still have that healthy targeting, critical, for example, as in where you still are the man in the relationship. I'm still wearing the pants, but us coming together and deciding that I'll do this and this and this, and you'll do this and this and this, and then still it will not change the fabric of who we are. How hard is it in the modern day for us to maintain that level? Yes. Awareness.
It's more of awareness. First and foremost,
Yes.
if the woman is aware of who she is,
Yes.
I don't think there's anything in doing it. And if the man is aware of who he is,
Okay.
So
I
this
think
generation,
in my-
they are not aware of themselves. Okay. Yeah.
And you see, what Anjiko said is very important. That when she feels like she's providing more, there's that tad bit. Yes, yes.
let me just number one, why would a woman feel like, why would a woman
Yes,
just because she has provided
yes.
feel like this man is not mine? Are you
Eh?
Why put him in the position of providing?
Who actually put you in?
The man.
No, it's the times. It's the times. we're in.
Let me tell you what happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me. I think what
I think
usually
what
the
you
problem
guys
is
are trying to avoid is like, let's say, are you aware
Yes,
and confident
yes,
of who you are?
yes.
It's just like
So-
saying,
Yes.
if the man comes and finds okay, let me just give you just an example.
Yes,
If the man says this lady doesn't have a particular, let's say
yes.
I think I just go and take a chair and tell you, okay, come and sit here. Will that man feel less of a man because this woman is supposed to be the woman, she's supposed to be the one who's doing everything, I'm the one who's supposed to come and stand, and she's supposed to, bring the chair and I come and sit? No, man. Why are you running away from just because someone did something? Because you're trying to generalize here, but you're not
So
addressing
there's something
the real
that
issue.
the
The real
society
issue here-
as a whole is not understanding.
Yes.
Kuna kitu inaitwa value.
Yes.
The value of a woman
Yes.
has depreciated the minute she started working.
Yes.
What
Because
about the value
number
of the man?
one, she you know, like, we were made for the sake of procreation
Yes.
in the first place. That's the reason why we were put on this earth.
Yes.
Procreation, to make sure that we are all fruitful and childbearing, and making sure that we are your helpers to help you drive the society forward.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sasa hiyo value, kwa sababu sasa unaonanga tu mse akiwa maybe just a piece of meat, you forget this is the guy, this chick is the one who's supposed to carry
Kuna
your
watu wameitwa
generation
meat.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mazee.
Nikimit.
Unasahau huyu msee ni wa kukubebea DNA yako
Yeah.
into the future, generation after generation after generation. That is value that you cannot. So unamwangalia as something valuable, you won't even have these conversations of aki sasa you provide. You will do everything in your power to make sure that this relationship works and we're fruitful to each
Let me
other.
ask one question.
Yeah.
Yes.
At some point, I want to use the founding father
Yes.
nation,
Yes.
Jomo Kenyatta.
Yes.
At some point,
Yes.
this guy was in prison,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Mama Ngina used to provide.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Why did Mama Ngina not feel less of a woman till today?
Because she had the support of the man.
Wow,
Whether,
but he's
wherever,
in prison.
wherever he was, you
No.
see,
Yeah,
support
that was
is
an
not
issue.
just
Written
physical. You see,
For real?
support is
No, no,
both
no, no, no.
mental, emotional. You
you
have
guys
to be
are
with me
switching.
every
And
step
social.
of the way. Yes.
I mean-
And what is happening right now? Men are not supportive of women
And when you
because
say
they
men,
feel,
are you saying all men?
of course not, but the larger percentage of it. If it was not the larger percentage,
Then don't say
then
men, say
Why is it
some
another
men
percentage?
that you have
because
You can't
relationships are not working. That's why it's a larger percentage.
No.
You
That
see.
doesn't mean it's because
You
of
can't speak.
provision.
You
Yeah.
can't
No, it's not provision,
Provision,
of
I think
it doesn't
finances.
mean
provision,
Benyani.
actually.
Provision is very wide. You see, if you cannot provide me with a sense of peace and security, then I will try and find that for myself, however possible.
Okay,
I
don't
can,
you
yeah?
think that peace is something you have to get on your own and I have to get
But if I
on
come
my own?
home
Then we
and
come
you're making my
together.
environment
Wait,
not
let me
peaceful,
finish.
then you're disturbing my peace.
In our
Let me
nature.
finish.
It is in our
Yeah.
nature. It's how we
Provision.
are made.
Yes.
And when you talk about the value of a man, yeah.
Hata kama millions more than me, I need to feel like I'm protected.
Yeah.
But if you're not
And you
giving me
can
that
provide
environment,
to some level.
Sasa
Also the same way,
tena ati
your
I need to give you the environment for you to feel like you're nini. It feels like we're babying
What
the
is
man
nini?
so much.
Not really.
But it's the same thing you just
Oh,
said.
yeah.
That's
As
how you
in,
guys
I want to
feel.
come home and I want to
Ebu
feel
imagine,
like
sawa,
it's the same thing.
Unatakaje tuwabebe watoi, tuwatengeneze familia, tulipe rent.
Maybe the
You
environment.
what you do, you what you bring to the table.
But
Maybe
the
the environment
environment
is
is conducive,
maybe the environment
it's
is a lot of diction.
Yeah.
But what he means is give him a conducive
Yeah,
aura
exactly.
around the
Yeah.
house so that he's able. Yes,
providing the same environment for me to thrive as well.
mirror effect. If you
Yeah.
provide for me, I'll provide for you, and we'll ping pong it around each other. So give me a good conducive environment. I'd only be a
let's
mad
understand
person
something.
to give you a crappy environment.
So do you agree
Yes.
that if the woman
Yes.
or the man
Yes.
is bitter,
Yes.
it's actually transferred
To the partner.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Yes.
and then if it goes to the partner,
Yes.
so what happens to the kids? How are they?
They'll be the same
So it's a transfer of what?
Yeah.
energies.
Energy and even
Trauma, thank you. That's the word. So guys are not aware
Yes.
of their trauma.
sure.
So,
And then
number one,
we're
be
not dealing
aware
with the
of
root.
your trauma.
Yes, we're not dealing.
Are you
with the
taking
root
notes?
cause. We're not
Be aware of your trauma.
You're not dealing with the root cause of
All these problems.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're a good person,
Yes.
trust me, regardless of whatever environment you are, you will just find yourself.
Critical like that, and that's why.
However, we are in agreement that you do essentially attract
Yes.
who you are, yeah? But also the universe has a way of finding
Yes.
people who need the goodness in you so that you can help them out. So
Yes.
the universe, for example,
Yes.
you do not attract another doctor to heal another doctor. You go find sick people and heal them. So we cannot base it entirely on attracting the person that you are. Sometimes the universe sends you someone who needs kind
kind of
loving,
healing.
yeah, or your insight in this just phase of their life, and then you'll be used of God
Yes.
to make this person aware,
Yes.
and then move on to
Now the question is,
yeah.
if the person chooses,
Yeah.
because we all have
Yeah, we are all at liberty to choose. Yeah.
chooses not to basically embrace their higher self.
Yes.
Whose responsibility?
The person. And I like what you said. So then it means before you go out seeking out someone else in a relationship, go back
Deal
in.
with your-
Go back in.
Yeah, your own
Go
traumas.
back in. Deal with you. Heal. When you say something nice. Hurt people. So heal.
Yeah.
And then you'll find a healed soul like you. And then they'll have their strengths, you'll have your strengths, they'll have their weaknesses, you'll have your weaknesses. But my weaknesses will be supplemented by her strengths, and your weaknesses will be supplemented by my strengths. And that way, this tag team becomes very nice. And then we can be able to thrive.
Absolutely.
And then all these other things, the details of the roles, who's doing what, who's paying the school fees, who's paying the rent, who's servicing the loans, will come as a no-brainer. Will just fit
They will
in
come
perfectly
naturally.
in, yeah, like a puzzle. And
So what exactly are we healing? We've said trauma, past trauma.
Yes.
First and foremost, being aware of it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then addressing it.
Secondly, some people have daddy mom issues.
Yes.
Stop trying to look for your mom in the woman, or stop trying to look for your dad in your husband.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're trying to compensate
Yes.
of the love you didn't receive, and the other person is also trying to compensate. And this brings what we call unrealistic, ego-driven expectations.
Okay.
Now, these ego-driven expectations are what brings the frustrations in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because now, when you come to this person, you're looking at, you didn't do this, so you start looking for faults. And then, because you're looking for faults, then you feel this person isn't, now you start labeling. You want to be labeling. And when the labeling starts,
Yeah.
then you constantly, you have those ego fights, and you see, you go and seek what we call it's called, there's a law of biasness and the bias of conviction. Okay? You're convicted this person actually is like this. So you go to your friends, my woman is like this, and your friends say, yeah, because you're attracted to such kind of people, so they give you what you expect, but what you don't understand, that's a bias of conviction, because internally you're seeking something that you don't have.
Bias of conviction. Wow, I like that. Samantha,
Yo.
what else should we do
Yo.
to be dateable?
Oh, I don't think I'm.
No, there has to be that one
Because
thing.
I'm feminist. I'm of that one.
Of that feminist.
Feminist.
Yes.
Continue.
I'm
You know, when
Yes.
people say things like feminist and what is the opposite of a feminist?
Masculine
What-
feminist.
The other guy. Yeah. So
Not the
it
other
comes
guy,
back
it's
to
masculine.
the content that we consume.
Yes.
Tumekuwa affected sana na opinions za watu, that so many opinions are running around in our heads. It is impossible for you to literally become a human being that looks at another person as a human being. Inakuwa tu immediately tu you meet somebody, you're like, this guy, he is, kila mtu amekuwa therapist. Kila mtu amekuwa expert, you know. I always talk about this Antukibe and Amerix guys. They have been filled with so much content, wakaingisha kwa akili, they have internalized it. It's impossible for those people to view women, for example, as a person.
Yet the boy child finds so much value, and if the boy child didn't find a lot of value in what Amerix and what Andrew Kibe, and I watch Andrew Kibe once in a while, but if a vast majority of the men didn't find value in what he's saying, then they wouldn't be watching.
I think
See,
they
there's
watch,
value,
they watch,
there's
they
value
watch,
they find in terms of some of the things that, like, men have really slacked in terms of being the man, focusing on themselves. They're so focused at times on taking the all the attention to the girl until they forget themselves. All Andrew Kipe is saying is, before you go and break the bank for anyone else, break the bank for yourself. Get some good boxers, get some good shots, groom yourself, repay your loans, have fun. Then, if you have
Some
time,
of what he says is very real.
send it out.
But
Yeah,
a lot,
yeah.
but a lot of what he also says is it poisons the mind of this young man in a bad way. You know, like they are like talking about akona points, kuna points akonazo. But he also gives you this idea that women are your enemy. Women are not your enemy. We were made for you guys. We were originally made for you. We are not your enemy. You know, we're here to help you.
Whoever is
I don't
dating
listen
this
to
woman, marry
Kipe
her.
because
Please marry her.
he has an agenda against women.
He really does,
Not
doesn't
really,
he?
not really. But
We're not your
he has
enemy.
But I see,
agenda.
for me, I may say, Kibana try to enlighten the boy child is to be aware.
Of themselves.
Because I may realize, hakuna mtu anasimamia boy child as
And
everyone
you
ana
don't
support.
need to. You as a man were already born a man. That was already an advantage. Kuzaliwa tu ukiwa hivi mwanaume.
And then the
Your
problem
father
sasa,
won't
and then the
abandon
problem
you.
sasa,
It
and then
is
the
you who are
problem.
who's going to
Generation
be
ya saizi.
the owner of generation after generation after generation. Sisi wanga tunaenda kwa wenyewe, tunaolewa. Mwanaume anabaki kwa familia yake milele.
have a question.
You are already strong. You do not need defending. So if you keep saying, Baba help me, we are not going to have strong men.
When it's a
Because you don't
misconception.
actually
see,
believe
now that's
It's
the
a
problem.
misconception.
That's the
The
problem.
Western world, the development world, the NGO world, everyone has focused so much on the girl
Yeah,
child.
exactly.
And
that's what
when we
Antiquities
go
trying
to
to do, like-
when we go to even to community projects,
Yeah, only
we
women
even
and
have
girls.
to explicitly say youth and women that your
Yeah.
project needs to be aligned in terms of youth and women.
Can I tell you?
What
can I tell
happens
you-
to the boy child?
exactly.
The boy
They're
child has
being
been so
neglected.
neglected for so many years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet,
See.
if indeed the boy, the man is the head of the family, and the head of the family is not empowered as a girl child,
Yeah.
it means then
There's a
that
problem.
the neck is perfectly fine, operating well, but the head that is supposed to be steering and guiding and showing the direction is not there. So how about we empower children as a whole,
Exactly.
instead of just focusing on one side? How about we stop pegging too much vulnerability or importance to the girl child, and it's not an advantage to be born a man.
Let me
It's
tell
not
you-
an advantage to be
Let
born
me
a boy.
explain. Let me explain.
It is.
Let me explain.
Yes.
I work for KICD sometimes. There are things I do for them. And when you're looking at so research, the way the research comes out, there are still girls who have to be married to old people. There are a large majority of girls. They don't go to school. Girls are still very, very disadvantaged in very many communities. The value of a girl is less than that of a man. Kwa sababu, again, we are viewed as tools, not as people. So man, it's a fact. It is a fact. Na bado kuna kuna wase bado wana practice some very old.
Say that's my opinion.
It is not an opinion,
I
trust me,
support
it
her
is
in the
actually
same way.
numbers.
I support
So that is why they actually empower the girl child, because you were born with this mentality. You were born a woman. You were not born for yourself, you were born for other people. Everywhere in this Kenya, including hapa hivi tao, not even huko ndani, sio huko Masaini, sijui wapi. Even here in Nairobi, they still do stuff like that. So there's still so much the community hasn't done in terms of letting the woman be a person. That is why we do things like empower the girl child. Let her
But
be.
to say,
I have a question. Just, I think this is yesterday or the day before. Our Chief Justice is a woman,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yomi,
Yeah.
Comment.
She passed a law. Is it? It's being worked on
Yes.
in making the prostitution.
yeah,
Yes. Making prostitution what?
Legal.
legal.
Ah.
Yeah.
So wait. You're saying
Taxable and-
boy child doesn't value girl child, right? The women are being seen as tools. That's the woman, and she's actually accepting that. So what
Prostitution is different kwa sababu
Not
it also says the same thing about the community kwa sababu this business is so needed that it is the oldest
the
biashara
oldest
profession. Yani wanaume, you want to pay for sex, like you need this so bad that somebody is actually saying if you can earn money from it, okay.
Because you're making everything so transactional, you forget human beings, we are made to connect. To connect on levels that are beyond monetary. Absolutely, yeah? And so the moment we lose sight of that and make everything material, then that is when we have so many issues.
Yeah, I like that, Annette. I really do. Because that's
And
where
so let's go back to the the basics of why were we created?
Yes.
You see,
Yeah.
we were created to help each other, to connect with each other, to be human beings before what can you do for me?
Yeah.
You see, before the question of what are you bringing to the table.
Yes.
We were created to
Clap for her. At times they say that what are you bringing to the table? I am the table.
So we've looked at looking at your own traumas, addressing them. We've looked at being self-aware. Healing trauma. We've looked at raising a generation that is not being transferred to this energy. And we've looked at making yourself better.
Working on the self.
It's not selfish.
Yes.
It is bettering yourself for the next
To
person.
be of value to the next person. Wow. I think, Annette, you've had such rich insight around how to be dateable. This, of course, cannot be done with today.
This is a conversation that will keep going and going because we need to be better people so that we can raise a better generation. We cannot have a generation that is constantly repeating the same mistakes.
Exactly. Doing the same thing and expecting different results is exactly what we define as madness. Insanity.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So any last words?
Yes. Any last words? Burning issue.
I
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
I think government should really think about the women.
Comment, don't pass that law. Comment, don't
She's a woman.
She's passing of that law. It's not right.
I think she should think about the women because
consider.
Nonetheless, and it's still not any better. We are saying
for any gender,
it's a no-no.
passing a law that prostitution is okay, it's now eating away into the fabric.
But I also feel like whether she passes it,
it's still going to happen.
ilikuwa na itaendelea.
It does not
But don't embed it on law.
But sioni mbona mna
Don't embed it on law.
huyo, as in that's where she feels she can get money to feed her.
Babies, you know.
So she should not be a thing anafinyiliwa ati.
No, she'll feel it's legit, but she's still doing it.
Yes.
We're
In
not saying
Netherlands, it's
Just
You're
happening.
not
that
saying
she
it's
have
good.
more
You're not saying it's good,
confidence
but legalize it. What?
But hapa Kenya,
Kila mtu apate pesa.
We have bigger
where
things
they
to
can
think
go.
about. We have bigger things like hunger, like the financial
Floods.
crunch, like floods,
we were waiting for El Nino
climate
for the
change.
past 3
Mbona
months.
nafikiria ude mana hanga.
We gave it even
Nafikiria
a
ude
kitty
I
for
know,
10 billion. Did not come. We have bigger things to
Wait,
think
no, no.
about than
Na huyo
embedding
Bobo kwenye
prostitution
ufikiria na hanga.
in economy.
Unafikiria na hanga.
So this has been a beautiful conversation, and we are going to, continue with it.
Yes.
We would like to know from you, to hear from you what you think about all these issues.
Yes.
And this could be a start for the next conversation, legalizing prostitution in Kenya.
Yes.
But we are short of time.
Yes.
We can talk and talk and talk, but we're short of time.
Yes.
And I'd like to say a very big thank you
Yes.
to these beautiful people
Awesome
for allowing us to show yourselves on the screen. And of course, this beautiful venue is courtesy of Carnaville Resorts. And we have Mr. Critical here who can tell us more about this place and what you can expect when you come to this place.
So basically, Carnival Resort is a resort that's located in Juju Farm,
in Juja. We offer basically nature experiences from camping in nature to bike riding to board games to ball games. We also have bonfire nights. We do bonfire nights. We have match nights. We also have a bar and a restaurant. And basically, we are here to give you an amazing nature experience in our resort. Please make sure to follow us on all our social media at Cannabis Resort Kenya. Thank you, and we look forward to making your experience in nature a memorable one. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for hosting us. This is a very, very beautiful place.
You guys are amazing. We look forward to actually hosting you
It
again.
was an
Again
amazing
and again.
experience.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
This has been Life Codes
Guys,
254,
Yes.
and see you
On the next episode.